Hi, in this video today we're going to discuss whether it's in your best interest to use either PLR content or to use an article writing service. Hi, this is George from Digital High Road, the channel where I review the latest products sold online. I provide tutorials designed to guide you and save you time, and a channel where I give you tips on what works online today in 2020. If you receive value from this video or any of my other videos, please like them. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit the bell icon so that you receive proper notification every time I publish a new video. Now, let's move on to today's video subject. Okay, so we're going to look at article writing services. These are three article writing services I've used in the past. And I just want to show you what the services look like and how much it costs to write an article using them. First one's going to be called Textbroker.com. And Textbroker I've used probably 5 or 6 times, maybe 6, 7, 8. Years ago I used them a couple times. Most recently, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I used them a couple times to write a few short articles. But anyway, well, let's look at what the site looks like today. First place, you have to buy credits. Most of these sites work, you have to buy credits, and then you match up your article that you're placing with what it is that, with how much money you have in the account. So what we're going to do is look at creating an order here. Okay, so we're going to create an order on Textbroker. I've got this set up. There's an open order. I named my project Western Horse Riding. I want the word count. You have to give a minimum to a maximum word count, an idea, a range basically that you want to give the author of the article and what you're looking for. I said 5 to 600 words. I wanted to show you that this site, they have ratings. If you want a 2-star writer, 5 to 600 word article will cost you $9 plus a fee of 40 cents, so it's $9.40. If you want to go up to a 3-star writer, which is better quality writing, you're at $12.40. And I always went with a 4-star. Well, so this 500 to 600 word article would cost me $16.60. So once you decide what that is, your category, fill in your information here, and then basically place the order. Now, if you want to go to this is the next one we're going to look at. This is called IneedArticles.com, and I've used these folks in the past too, probably the last 3 or 4 years. I used them a few times. And what they're going to request is you're going to do some keyword research on what kind of keywords you want that are related to each other. Probably 3 or 4 keywords you want included in the article you want published. So you'll have that set up after you do your research. I placed the 5 keywords in here. And I'm going to check off I want to use the exact keywords in the article. That way, as these are written, they'll be used within the article. I have instructions on how I'd like the tone of the article to be, and no keyword stuffing, no subtitle. This includes subheadings too. This article has to read fluently and naturally. I have instructions I usually have set up by using these sites. I want US English. I want 1 article, 500-word article. Now they've got all these these things here, services you can add to it. 75 cents for each 100 words for a 24-hour guaranteed delivery. If you have a favorite writer, it's 80 cents per 100 words. So that's basically what, $4. If you have 5 sets of 100 words, that's going to be $4 more. you want to assign it to an article, or article assigned to a writer who has specific in-depth writing experience in your topic. You can check that off. That's $1 for 100 words. That's $5 more. But these are all wonderful. You can basically have, now basically though, these are all unchecked. All these services are unchecked. I want a basic article of 500 words using these 5 keywords exactly with the instructions. This is struck down, and this is telling me this article is going to cost me $26.25. That's probably why I haven't used this service very often. The last service I wanted to share with you is called Articlez.com. This is the service I have used a lot in the past. As you see, they have a pay rate here for what you're going to pay for words. 500 words plus is $17. 600 words plus $21. 700, $24, $29, $34. And SEO articles. You can even do reports, like PDF reports. They can do press releases, whatever. But this is, I want the name of the article to be. This was actually an article that I had done. I have the instructions here. I wanted the original keyword to be used twice in the article. I had secondary keywords. You have to provide sources of information so I can do keyword research for you. I think in this one they provide like 15 minutes of keyword research before they write the article. And then you have keyword 1, and then that's your main keyword, and then it's an article, a large article, and it was completed. And they give you the title for the article, and this is the article that I ended up approving and copying. So anyway, but the thing is, you're seeing various prices and expenses, how much these articles are costing. Now what we want to do is we're going to head into comparing this article writing services, these 3 alone that I've used in the past, comparing them with available PLR content. So anyway, as we're going to continue here, I wanted to look at 2 niche products, PLR products that are offered on 2 different PLR sites. The first site is going to be nichestarterpack.com. nichestarterpack.com. I'll have a link for that in the bottom. And then the other site is going to be Piggy Makes Bank. And these were both covered on one of my other videos. I'll put a link in there to reference, so you can look at that. But what I want you to think about is that we just looked at the cost of article writing being anywhere from $16, I think it was, up to $27, or it could even be higher. That would be for one article. And if you go to PLR, which I always looked at as like a starter point, I always look at PLR. If I can find PLR from the niche that I'm doing business in, if it's the niche I've picked out, it's the niche I have my site established for, then this will work for you. Now, what we're going to look at is I found 2 similar packages on Niche Starter Packs and on Piggy Makes Bank. These are both going to involve what you get for PLR package, how much it is, and the value that you're going to get with it. And I just want to do this to compare the cost of writing articles through an article writing site. So let's take a look at that. Okay, we're going to do, this is the Piggy Makes Bank, and it's what they call a ketogenic diet PLR pack. And this package has 10 PLR articles, 10 emails to be sent out, and 1 short report and 10 social media posts. Okay, and this is going to be what it's going to look like. Articles are what is the keto diet, the health benefits of going keto, and down through 1 through 10. Now, what I would do before I buy these, I would try to determine what the keyword is in these and see what kind of responses I would get. What would be good keywords to rank for or try to rank for in Google. But what I'd be doing is, if this is 400 words each, these are what I've called before in another video, what I call a starter, a feeder. They're something that's going to give me ideas and I can build on. I can use them like a lump of clay to build a bigger, larger article. And I've done this, I've gone this route before. What to do is you take this first article, what is the keto diet? Well, of course, unless I buy it, I don't know what it is, the article, but let's say it covers 3 main points. And I realized in doing my keyword research that the keto diet has maybe 6 or 7 main points. What it's going to do is, it's already, maybe they've written some stuff for the first 3 points in the 400-word article. But I can expand that article out to 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 words, which is going to be in the meat and potato area where Google will give you a good feel and give you good rankings on good content in that size of an article. So what I'm saying is that this is a good way to get cheaper content than what it's costing me to get one single article through an article writing site. But this is $27 for all this content. If you were to buy this, you would get this. You get 10 articles to use for feeders, starters, a clump of clay to build on. To build 10 articles, you could probably even build more articles from that. You get ideas going, research. But the key thing here is it's going to take you some work, but it is cheaper. This is much cheaper than having an article written. Okay? Now let's go to the starter pack, niche starter packs, and the keto diet lifestyle. And we look down through at this package, and this is $27 again for this one on this site. And what we're going to get here is we're going to get a 21-page report, 2,444 words. Reports basically keto basics for beginners. I know, having gone on a keto diet about 1.5 years ago, it took me a good 4 or 5 months to get a good grip on what it was I was dealing with. And so this will be a really good report to start with. If you have a site about keto diet, ketosis, whatever it is that you're looking for and trying to rank here. And this report has 5 key sections. And I mentioned maybe 7 sections. I haven't done any keyword research, but I am familiar with keto. So, and it's shows you what some of the pages look like. And it has a Canva cover and e-cover provided. And they provide you some royalty-free images, royalty-free image package. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 30 images that are provided here. And then the second PLR package, number 2, is 20-page report, 2,403 words, another report. So you get 2 reports, another set of packages of images, and that's what you're going to get with this report. So, again, it depends. You know, a report of this size can be a good area. Take these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas and break the article down into 5 articles, maybe 6 articles, 7 articles. But again, this is just looking at PLR content, and I'm only comparing keto, ketosis, ketogenic type diets in this package. But something to think about. I'm sure you can find other types of niches that you want to find content for on these sites. There's gardening, Facebook stories. But, again, I have found that I've had sites before in the past that I couldn't find PLR content for them because they were that obscure and that narrowed down. So that's something just to be aware of. But anyway, we'll take a look at the last thing is we're going to take a look at some lists of some things that I feel are important that you are aware of before you move on with whether PLR content is the way to go or article writing is the way to go for you. So in summation, you get 5 responses, things that you need to respond to in thinking about PLR content versus article writing. Response number 1 is, how much is your cost? How much is it going to cost you to pay for the articles that you want to have written? How important are the articles you need to have written? How many articles do you need to write? And if you're going to be writing a lot of articles, you need probably a lot of content to get better Google ratings, then you're going to have a lot of content. So the thing is it going to be cheaper for PLR? PLR probably is cheaper in comparing with paying for an article writing service. So that's something to think about. Response number 2, article writing is more expensive, but then how much is your time worth? How much is your time worth to you? If you have the way to get the articles written, if you can afford them at all, even if you have only 400 or 500 word articles versus 1,000 word articles, you can always use that as what I call the feeder or expansive articles to expand the content on. So it's just something. Response number 2 is you want to think about how much is your time worth to you. Response number 3 would be buying PLR is easier for you. It will require some keyword research to make sure you've got some of the areas covered that you want for your site and for what your content is that you want to add. But then you also have to realize that you'll be writing up an order for an article where you're going to be, like I showed you in one of those sites, for Articlez.com, they wanted a primary keyword and 4 secondary keywords to be applied to the article as it's being written. So the thing is, you're going to have to do keyword research on coming up with the keywords that you want so that the article that's being written will be what you want it to be. So there's going to be some work required, some footwork basically. But then PLR is easier to purchase. So you're going to have to weigh this up. That's response number 3. Response number 4, can you do the work? The work that's required in the direction that you go, whether it be buying PLR, you're still going to have to do research. You're going to have to plan out what your site's going to look like, what kind of content you want to add. And if you can find the PLR content that is important to you to use to expand your articles, to expand your content on your site. So that's just something to think about there. And just match up what works best for you. What is better? Which way is better for you, basically. So that's response number 4. And with response number 5, basically bottom line, are you able to produce the content that you want with the budget you have at your disposal? Whether how much is the money you have, if you had $500, let's say, between purchasing PLR content and expanding it into other articles and other content, and then maybe having a couple articles written that are important to you to save some time, balancing the two, or maybe just choosing one, maybe just PLR. Spending $500 on PLR could get you a lot of content, a lot of ideas. The duration of ideas could be very important, and how much you get for $500 could be very important to you. And yet, if you don't have the time and you need the articles written, can maybe get a bunch of smaller length articles, 400 or 500 word articles that could help you, expand into more ideas and more articles that way. So that's just the thing. You got to think about that as a whole when you're looking at PLR content versus article writing services. If you got any value out of this video today, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and please don't forget to also hit the bell icon so that you're updated every time we publish new content to our channel. Thank you for watching.